Welcome one and all Astrology Cosmic Soul family. It is so good to be with you tonight for this Virgo full moon as Saturn has fully stepped into Pisces. Welcome, welcome loves. Come on in. Let's just all stop a minute and take a nice deep cleansing breath together and say, woo! These energies are enlightening, frightening, and we're having so much fun as we march with faith. I am intuitive evolutionary astrologer, starseed galactic shaman, and just all around human, and really playing that role of the mom. I'm so happy to be here tonight. These energies this week have been challenging, to say the least. But as I said today on a TikTok video, it's nothing that we can't do. We are powerful, sovereign, spiritual beings in a flesh suit. We are here to create a new world together. We are here to inspire one another, support one another, be there for one another. And I've had some really positive, beautiful beings who have stepped forward. And you know who you are. And thank you for assisting me, loving me and my son. I'm wearing my love shirt. Yes, wearing my love shirt because Pisces is the 12th house, all about dissolving into the sea of consciousness, dissolving into love. This is when we go back to Creator. The sun in Pisces is when we leave this physical realm and go to the afterworlds, heaven. We have completed our mission. Therefore, it's time to step on out and continue our journey as souls incarnate. I've been giving you all a little bit of smudge. I was smudging the table here. If you're just now popping on in, we're letting a few more people join as we warm up with March in Faith. March in Faith. Yeah, I got a little pink stuff going on today because, you know, yesterday Saturn was in Aquarius. Saturn has been in his home sign, the planet of stability. You know, the planet of do it the right way. You know, the granddaddy Saturn is what I like to call him, who comes in and teaches us all to do it in the right manner. Saturn has moved into Pisces after being in Capricorn, his home sign, and then stepping into his ancient home sign of Aquarius. For 6 years, around about 6 years, Saturn has been really kicking our ass and making sure that we get it done with integrity. Saturn is about integrity, okay? But Saturn is not something to be feared. I really want that to be clear. Saturn is the planet of, okay, shit just got real. It really just got real. And it got real in the most spiritual, beautiful sign, Pisces. The two fish swimming in the opposite directions, right? One representing our physical reality that we came here, chose to come here. Yes, you chose to come here. And the other one representing our longing for home. Our longing as starseeds, light workers, humans, to be reconnected in our other lives, maybe, or you maybe even have a longing. You know, there's so many longings for home. What is home to you? You know, whatever that is, that's the opposite fish. Two fish swimming in the opposite direction. Balancing out the duality with spirituality and integrity, stability, conquering anything that comes to your highest consciousness. We are going to be channeling quite a bit today. I feel like they've been coming in and out quite strong this week. So we'll kind of be here and then we'll kind of leave, and we'll kind of be here and kind of leave. And that makes so much sense because we are in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. So, the little bit of fun love of Venus being in Pisces, which happens to be now in my 5th house of joy. What brings you laughter? Children, fun, creativity, being more childlike. That's my personal where it's at for me in my birth chart. So I'm like, we're going to bust out the pink wig tonight to honor 29 degrees of Saturn in Aquarius as it just today stepped into Pisces. And we are going to read the degree point of 29 degrees Aquarius because I feel like it's really important as Saturn has closed this very long cycle, okay? And it's going to put a bookmark or a bookend, I should say, to that chapter. Now, Saturn isn't really happy in the sign of Pisces. He's not at fault, but he's not really it's not his most favorite place to be, right? But I feel like this is really going to bring us into, over this next 2.5 years, Saturn will transit Pisces. Now, he will only get to about 7 to 8 degrees. 7 degrees, and then he's going to start retrograding back. Okay, so really, if you have anything in the mutable signs, Pisces, my brain just went flat, okay? Saturn is going into he's going to be squaring all of the mutable signs. I don't know why my brain just went flat. Okay, they're saying moving on. Saturn will be entering into Pisces, has entered into Pisces and will be entering into Aries in 2026. The interesting thing about that is when he does enter, he's going to bring Neptune with him. They literally on the same day are going to step in February of 2026, going to step into Aries. And whoa, will that be something? We really want to feel into how we can bring spirit to matter. What form in our life can we bring spirit, And when we have Saturn moving up closer to Neptune, oh my, lots of floods, lots of chemical type things happening, even. Saturn is taskmaster. He's the Lord of karma. And when you have your Saturn return, often in Pisces, it could be extremely challenging. It could even mean death, to get real. Saturn in Pisces has, just like every single planet, they all have their duality, their higher frequency and their lower frequency. We don't look at anything as good nor bad. It's an energy frequency. I tuned into Saturn this morning and I said, okay, Granddaddy, tell me what it is I need to know. What do I tell them? And they said, we're going to crack the whip on all the mutable signs. We're going to be cracking the whip hard. And then we just see a vision of the old school guy who has the big long wand who goes like that. But we do it because we love. You get big reward at the end of a Saturn transit. Pisces. Yes, Pisces. Big reward. Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. I knew it would come back to us. Sometimes because we channel, we have a hard time balancing all the education with all of this. So there it is. Anyway, so as we get going today, we definitely will look at the chart of Virgo, the Virgo full moon. Happy full moon to all the Virgos. Balancing practicality with higher consciousness. And we will also look at the inside degrees of the Virgo full moon. I also have the degree placement for Saturn at 29 degrees. We'll look at that. And then we'll jump into some cards. Okay. I have a lot of information over here downloaded as I write, and I write all of my stuff. I write little notes, and we'll look at the calendar as well. So we're going to have fun tonight. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And sorry, we were running a little bit late because we had to change everything up on the eCam service as soon as we popped in here this morning. So welcome everybody. Wait a minute, where'd it go? I hit the wrong one. There it is. I was all just sitting around in this wig, hanging out, and I was like, hey Landon, look at this. And he wasn't even awake. I'm like, all right, dude. He did go. I want to give a little personal thank you to my son who went to physical therapy today for the first time. And a big, huge shout out to the training room on Padre Island with Steve Hopkins. Huge shout out because he made some really cool things happen. So that's really great. There's been a lot of extreme push and pull with many people. There's a lot of people dissolving things. We are in the season of things dissolving, going away. And there's angst and anxiety and blurry, foggy glasses with Mercury also being there. And Venus will be entering Taurus next week. Hallelujah. Yes. Venus enters Taurus next week, and that will really help with our love, our values, our relationships. But as we get there, it's going to be challenging. I have a feeling we're going to really start to feel this Mars that's in square to Neptune. Mars in Gemini squaring over to Neptune. That's exact next week, but we're going to start really feeling that towards the end of the week. That's explosions. Big rain, hurricane events. I know we're not even in hurricane season yet, or are we? We might have stepped into it. But lots of things to talk about tonight. And then we'll do the cards for all of the elements and dive right in. I have definitely stepped into the higher challenge this week. Trying to balance my schedule, his now growing new schedule, and then clients and work and everything has been something. But you know what? It's not near what some of the others are facing that I've heard. And I love you, and you know who you are. Deeply. So, all right. Let's say hello to everybody here in the chat. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you know when I go live. I do have an announcement real quick. So this is what I've decided on prizes and the way we're going to do this on prizes. I'm going to do giveaways every 100 subscribers to YouTube. That's how I'm going to have to do it. So every 100 subscribers from tonight, which I don't even know what the number is. Maybe one of you guys, one of the moderators, thank you for being here, moderators, and helping me. Maybe one of y'all could tell me a number and I could throw it up there on the screen and we can go from there. Hello, Amy Lewis. Hi, how are you doing? So glad that you are here, my darlings. Yay. And I see Miss Sandy. Yes. Come on in, everybody. Welcome into the Sparkle Tribe. And then I see a few others. And Renee, greetings. Happy Virgo full moon. Getting practical, getting organized, being a service. You know, this is the mystic. This is the healer, you know. Getting really into that physical service and decluttering ourselves from within and without, right? Let's see what else we have here. Hi, Stacy. Hello. Come in. That's right. Go Landon. And there's Annette. Thank you, Annette, for being here. And oh my goodness, right there. Look at Kelly Pena. She's a Pisces. Tell her happy solar return. She's about to have her birthday. Yes. And stepping right in with lots of power. She's a beautiful realtor and one of my very best friends, longtime friends. Thank you for being here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Sandy Reyes says it's 525. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do giveaways when I get 625. So every 100 subscribers. So this is motivation for you here and on the replay to help me grow the channel. So that's how we're going to do it from now on until I decide to do it a different way. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Happy birthday. Okay. All right. All right. Everybody's seen this, so we're going to get this out of here. I feel a little frazzled because they keep changing stuff on my eCam software, and I was like, I just checked it yesterday. It should be the same, but nope. So I had to do all this stuff, and that's why I was a little late. So, all right. Let's see. And I hope, God, I hope that all my destinations... It only posted to 2 of my destinations. Cannot post comments to Facebook groups or Facebook profiles. Bummer. Okay, so I don't know if it went through to the Facebook groups or the profiles, but it's on my YouTube and it's on Chanda Sparkle's Soul Code. Sparkle's Astrological Soul Code, but for some reason it's not going to the others, and I don't understand why. It's very strange. All right, that's okay. We'll just keep going and figure it out later. Okay, let me pull this down. And I'm going to get this chart. And actually, before we do the chart, let's go ahead and do the degree. Let's pull that up. I have that right here. There is the inside degrees for the full moon. And I'm here. Come on, baby. Work with me now. Why is it not? I don't like it when they change shit. This is a lesson, okay? All fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, and okay, so it went there. I don't want that. That's not the one I want. Ah! Okay, so now it's showing everything. Holy cow. Okay, I am so sorry. I'm normally really smooth with this, but no, I don't want that. I don't want it. I just want, okay, so we'll go here. I have all these different cameras, and I used to know exactly how to get it all on there, and it's not letting me. Come on, just do it. All right, so we're gonna do this. Let's see if that works, and then we'll just go like this. Yes, I was gonna put me in a little circle, but I don't know why it's not letting me. So we'll just do it like this. And then that way y'all can still read it. Okay. Very good. All right. So this is from the book Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. It tells you about degree placements and what their meanings are, because there's 30 degrees in each zodiac sign, right? I feel like this is really loud. I'm going to turn it down. It's kind of tripping me out. And so the Virgo degree placement is like an umbrella energy over the entire cycle, which always on full moons, we are releasing, we're letting go. Things have come to accumulation, and we are being illuminated to something. Something is showing us something, right? And when you're talking about Virgo being opposite all of this energy over in Pisces, opposite the sun, close there with Venus, Neptune is there, the ruler of Pisces. This is a real kind of like, hey, look here, what's happening in your life, what's been coming to pass, and where are you at in service to it. It's all about being in service, but in magical service, okay? But also just very practicality. Day to day, what are you doing with your life? That's Virgo. You know, you get up, you brush your teeth, you make your coffee, whatever it is, you know. You go to work, you got emails, you got this, that's very Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in Pisces. So Mercury's even standing over there that rules our thought processes and how we're speaking to people, how we're bringing information in, how we're connecting. And it's saying, hey, I'm over here right now. And I'm not, like, Mercury's kind of like, I don't like being here. I'm at fall. This is not my place. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here for right now. And therefore, it makes all of us kind of like scattered. You know, sometimes all of us feel real, like what's going on. You know, things get misspoken. You have to watch your communications kind of. But it's really good for anything connecting into spirituality. Like you may have just, for your first time, meditated, or maybe you're just starting a spiritual yoga practice, or whatever it might be. Maybe it's your first time you went to church, or, you know, whatever that might be. You're stepping into this because you're being called to, because the energies are there, okay? But I love this degree placement. And I know I have my eyeglass here because it is there. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to read Virgo. The Virgo full moon is happening at 16 degrees. Happened last night, or I'm sorry, early this morning. It's past, but the energy is still potent for at least 2 weeks, up to 4 weeks, okay? All right, Virgo, 16 degrees, is eyeglasses which cause one to see rainbows. That's the title. Think about that. Get that in your vision. Okay? Eyeglasses which cause you to see rainbows. You know? Okay? So I'm trying to really work this energy. Seeing through the eyes of anybody, everybody, all worlds together. All worlds differentiated sharply. You are able to switch perspective from the personal vantage point to any conceivable other. Any conceivable other. Drawn to extend the range of perception and the worldview to encompass what it looks like from the inside of each and every one. Clairvoyant, telepathic, mythical, potent with the power of story. That's right, you're a storyteller. You're ruled by Mercury, right? Keenly guided to unfold consciousness into its evolutionary potential. That's one of my favorite sentences. Keenly guided to unfold consciousness into its evolutionary potential. That is why we came. This is why we're here. We are souls evolving in a flesh suit. We came to raise the frequency of this planet to a utopian state, so our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will have this most beautiful planet to live on. And we do that through the heart and through the frequency that we are. Oh, so keenly guided. Love it. Keenly guided. I'm going to say, I am keenly guided this week. That's why I'm going to use that. Let's use that, shall we? Keenly guided. You are thoroughly convinced that if all sides can be respected, honored, and lived into, interpersonal dynamics will naturally work out optimally. And you feel ultimately transported by the affirmative, life-giving perspective to open doors and make this world a brighter place with simple, straightforward brushstrokes of the cosmic common sense. Simple, straightforward. That's very Virgo. Simple and straightforward. But what's Pisces? The opposite of Virgo? Brushstrokes of cosmic common sense. You see how the opposite is always in alignment. In Virgo, we look to find our practicality, and in Pisces, we look to find our spirit. It's just as simple as that, truly. Creativity is abound right now. Anything that you do creatively will thrive. And if you have issues with change, because change is here. Big change is here. Big change is here. All right, so I wanted to read that. Now let's look at this degree placement. Let me just... I'm having technology issues like crazy today. I'm like, what? It's not even Mercury in retrograde, but Mercury's in Pisces. And I'm like, oh, why? Why am I having so many? Okay, so now you see all my... All right, here we go. Virgo, full moon, happened this morning. And remember, on this chart, do not look at the house placement system unless you're in my area. If you're in my area, this is the house placement system for us. But if you're somewhere else, and we thank you for being here, you'll have to ignore the houses, but all of the chart is the same. All right, let's look here. We have the Virgo full moon happening this morning at 6:41 a.m. That was this morning. Literally, it happened. And then less than 1 hour later, Saturn stepped into Pisces, okay? So as you can see right here, we have the Virgo moon, okay? And it's always a full moon when it's opposite the sun in Pisces. Look at that. Okay, so the duality of it all, the opposing signs, but yet very similar. And quite honestly, to be in a relationship with your opposing sign is actually not a bad idea, because it's like two sides of a quarter. Very different looking, but still one quarter. Okay? Now, we also are speaking to Mars, which is another mutable sign. I'm sorry, Mars in Gemini, another mutable sign. This moon is looking over here at Mars. And the sun is looking over here at Mars in Gemini. What is Gemini? Gemini is short distance travel, your local colleges, everything around you, your neighbors, your siblings, okay? And it's joyful and fun and playful and sometimes juvenile, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about how you communicate. Social media, it's all ruled by the news. Now, when you have Mars there, and Mars has been there for fucking ever, okay? It's been there forever. Whew. And it's still out of bounds, by the way. And basically an out of bounds Mars is behaving badly. Like, stuff happens around Mars. Mars is our aggression. It's intense. It's war. It's passions. It's I gotta move. It's I'm kicking you in your ass to make you do things. It's ruled by Aries, the very first sign of the zodiac. You know, the I am that I am. So when it's speaking to, oh, let's get practical, let's do some yoga, and let's, feed our body healthy foods. And, this is all Virgo. It's earth sign, mutable earth. It's, we could do it this way, we're going to stay flexible, but yet it has to be dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure that everything is done thoroughly with it, with integrity. Virgo's very integral. Opposite Pisces, it's like rules, illusions, delusions. It could also rule, I just need to escape. I need dreams. I need to go and just dream. Well, I need to get more creative just for me. I need my own time. I'm being smothered by all of this practicality going on. Let me go to a concert. Let me put my feet in the sand and chill out for a while. That's Pisces. Pisces doesn't want everything so strict and going and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's not the Piscean energy that is most optimal for that archetype. Mars, I really feel like with this big OT square that we're dealing with here, because see, we also have in Pisces, as you can see here, Neptune. And we have Mercury. And now, because it happened right after this full moon, Saturn, this is Saturn right there, is now at 0 degrees of Pisces, okay? So we have 4 placements in Pisces, all standing across the sky, looking at this Virgo moon going, what are you doing, Virgo moon? We need you to chill out. We're just trying to have some fun, smoke a little weed over here. Like literally, that's kind of how it's going to be. There's going to be some, I really feel like there's going to be a big uptick in drug abuse, also suicides, alcoholism. I mean, when Saturn was in Pisces in the 70s, that's when AA was founded. And I know this because my grandma was the president of AA as I was growing up little, and it stuck in my brain because I was up there at that place all the time in this big old huge building, and they had this back room, and we'd all sit at this big old long, I promise you it fit 50 people at this long table, and they'd smoke cigarettes and drink coffee and play dominoes and tell about their stories. And there's a big thing on there that said founded blah 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 1974. And I looked up, I was like, dang, because I was like, what all happened when Saturn came into Pisces? I was like, it was founded, AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and that is too a Christian-based, 12-step program. So you got the Christianity of Pisces ruling like all religions, and then you have Virgo, the steps, the 12 steps. So let's see how those two dualities come together. Very good example. Thank you. Anyway, here we go. Now, I feel like with Mars being out of bounds, this could turn into some like chemical explosions. This could turn into like flooding, because it's all around water. And it is speaking directly, as you can see, because this is at 21 degrees. This is at 16 degrees. And this 24, see, 24 to 21, this is already being activated here. It's already going right there. Neptune, and when it comes up to exact next week, you'll really start feeling it by Thursday. Really going to start seeing stuff showing up in the world. You're going to see stuff showing up in the news media because Gemini rules the media. Okay? You're going to start seeing stuff about this. Watch. And you'll see it in your personal life as, people just getting real irritated. Irritability will be on high. Trust. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. I want to talk about this. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, during this full moon, you have the South Node in Scorpio. Here is the North Node in Taurus. If you don't know about the nodes, they are energy centers that help guide us to know when the eclipses are going to happen, but they affect us on an evolutionary soul collective level and a personal level. This is the collective flow, if you will. Now, this right here is the past flow. This right here is the future flow, okay? The past flow being everything has to go, everything has to release, everything has to be detoxed, and it's the lowest of the low, the scum, the sewer, the septic tank stuff, okay? Of your consciousness, of your life, what's going on, okay? That's in Scorpio, okay? That's in Scorpio. And then in Taurus over here, what I have, what I'm building, all the agriculture, we need to plow these fields. If you look around right now, I know here in South Texas, you look around, you see a lot of fields are being plowed or already plowed because they're getting ready for seed planting. That's Taurus, okay? And these nodes move every 18 months. 18 and a half, really. And they are both at 4 degrees, and they're going to go back into Aries and into Libra in July. But they're going to start floating in and out come into May and into June. So when these switch, that's going to be a big deal. We'll talk about that later. All right. Now, if you could see here, South Node is speaking to Pluto. It's also speaking to Black Moon Lilith. North Node is also speaking to Pluto and to Black Moon Lilith. Okay? That's a big old grand T-square right there. Big old fixed cross. Okay, so look, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So these two guys are going, even though they're in opposite signs. And then we have this over here going to Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is like Kali energy. It's very aggressive. It is Pluto's wife. I mean, that's what I call it anyway. You know, Pluto's the lord of the underworld. Pluto don't play. Pluto's this is the end of the world. This has to die now or go. And Black Moon Lilith is like, I got you, babe. What kind of demon's head can I cut off? Because I'm ready. That is Kali. Okay? That's Black Moon Lilith. Brings out our fears, our deepest fears, you know? So, with all that said, Pisces over here, and then you also have the stellium in Aries. I'm kind of getting a little bit. Hold on. Okay. We also have Aries. Aries, Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus. So there's Venus, there's Chiron, there's Jupiter. Jupiter and Chiron are conjunct pretty darn tight, as you can see, 13 and 14, okay? Chiron's the wounded healer. Jupiter is magnifying on all of that. So we have some really good abundance flow here on how can we heal through our spirituality. You know, what are your deepest seated fears? It's really important to look at that stuff. Venus says, what kind of values? You know, what do I value? You know, do I value my alone time? Do I value my dreams? Do I value what I'm building? You know, and money structures of the world. You know, that's also very Venusian. And of course, beauty and relationships and love. You know, that's Venus. So Chiron and Venus having a conversation with Pluto. Pluto's like the great, fun, cool uncle. You know, I had the coolest uncle ever. His name was Uncle Joe. I called him Cool Joe. And he fought in Vietnam, and then he was totally Czechoslovakian, and my mother's brother. And then he flew around in helicopters, you know, afterwards, Vietnam, and then came back and did like life flight, okay, in California. And then after that, he went and he had his own gold mine up in the mountains of Colorado and literally lived up there for over half a year. Stayed up in there doing his thing. Then he went to Hawaii. And he flew there kind of semi-retired, just like those Hawaiian tours. He crashed his helicopter. Totally crashed his helicopter. But he lived this cool life, right? That's like Jupiter. Living an abundant, out there, big. I want to make it big. I want to blow it up and I'm going to bring all kinds of good fortune to myself and the other people around me. But I'm going to have issues and healing to do, because he did ended up, you know, his wife divorced him. His children loved him, but he didn't get to see them as much, you know. So he was a little strained when it came to relationships and love. And he felt a little like, that's okay. I'm just going to keep on flowing with what I'm doing, you know. And then he met a tragic death. Him and like half of the helicopter, they all crashed and died, you know. So these are these kind of times, you know, stuff's going to come up that's like, what? I can't even believe that just happened. But man, wasn't that a cool life? Or wasn't that a cool performance that they put on, even though she fell and broke her ankle at the end because she tripped over a rose? I remember a television show from when I was a child. Oh, Ice Castles, was that the name of it? She was a blind girl, and she would go around doing her ice skating on the pond until she met a fellow and young guy, and he taught her how to go around the roses, but then she tripped, and she still, I think, broke her leg or something, but she found love. So it's going to be kind of it's this or that energy. It's a push and pull. And there's going to be people all these people who are fixed energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, we are all still feeling very much. Oh, okay, hold on now. Hold your horses. Hold on. We're all still very much feeling the nodes, okay? And we're going to feel like we want things to be our way, but if you can't go more mutable and be able to be like the, flow with things, allow things to be, it's going to be all right. You're eventually going to get how it's going to get there. Because if you don't flow, you're going to have challenges because we're in big mutable energy, okay? And the mutable signs, so for the past I do have some good news for the fixed signs. For the past 2.5 years, we've been dealing with Saturn squaring everything in our fixed houses, fixed signs. Now Saturn is stepping into the mutable realm, okay? Which means all you mutables will be getting to square. So, anything that you have from 0 to 7 degrees in that first decan, might as well just say 0 to 10 degrees, 0 to 9. In that first decan, you want to look in your chart and see, do I have any planets? All of us, look, see if you have any planets in the mutable signs. Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo. And if you do on your chart, then okay, Saturn's at 0 degrees. It's going to be coming up. I need to watch for that because when it's within a 3-degree orb, it's, really, a long orb, you'll start kind of feel it, but you'll really start, things will start showing up in your life that, okay, I've got to do this. It really does bring more structure, but you have blocks and you have challenges when you're in a square with Saturn. So watch out for that. But I am so glad that Saturn's going to quit squaring all of my stuff in Scorpio. Okay. Also, Uranus is still barely moving in Taurus on the world point. 15 degrees. That's the world point. So we're still seeing, this is why we're seeing all this stuff showing up in the world. Especially when Mars is involved with the moon energy. Okay? Explosive. Kaboom. War. It's all right there. Every bit of it. We do have some beautiful energy of release because right here with the South Node being in trine over here to Mercury in Pisces and in trine to the Sun. Then also having this moon be in trine to the North Node. Right there. Look at that. Holy shit. So the trines are always beautiful flow, harmony. It shows up easily. The message here is release. The message is go with the flow. Chill out. Take a gummy. Enjoy your life. Get creative. Get mystical. But practical about it. See, that's the thing. You got to balance the damn duality, You can't just do one whole thing and then expect another. You can't just lay down and do nothing, Pisces, and sleep 24 hours a day and expect something to get done, right? Is this not right? Yes, it is. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and everybody's got the chart. I'm going to take the chart down and I'm just going to look over my notes and look at my downloads of the week. Make sure I haven't missed anything. I often cover a lot of it as I just get going, but I just want to double check. I don't like this new system that they've done. There it is. Okay. I'm such a fixed sign. I like things how I like it. I like it how I like it. But you got to learn to flow, right? Shit, I do. I've been alone in this house, building my career, just doing for me for a long time. And I am 50 years old, and, it's a big change having my son here, especially since he's disabled. He's paralyzed on both of his legs. And he has challenges, lots of challenges, but not anything that we can't overcome. I know this. But it's like that, and for him too. It's a big change for him too. He was in a place, everybody cooked for him. I don't cook very often. Anybody here locally cook and you want to bring us food, I will do you a card read. I am not kidding. because I don't cook often. I don't eat that much. I eat once a day. I have like a protein shake and some little, breakfast crackers in the morning, and that's it. And sometimes I don't eat again because of all of the solar activity and the photonic light and updating this crystalline body. I am not hungry. So I'm just going to, or I'll just hit a protein shake in the afternoon or evening. I don't eat all the time. And I'm like, you need it. You're old enough. You need to get in there and cook it yourself. So finally tonight, for the first time, he took it upon himself to go make a pizza. And I'm like, well, there you go. And so I had to buy all that frozen crap that I don't buy very often. And I went and bought it because I knew he'd have to eat. But I have like Cliff Bars and veggies and fruit and sushi and salmon and salad. And he doesn't eat any of that really. I'm like, you're gonna have to learn to eat it, because that's when I cook. This is what I cook. I made 4 beautiful stuffed crab salmons, butter and wonderful lemon and beautiful garlic and all that. And he's like, I just can't do fish. Both my kids, neither one of them can eat fish. They hate fish. And I'm like, ugh, okay. All right, let's just double check here. Okay, here's some key terms. Let's double check in the chat just to make sure I'm not missing anybody. And I apologize. I just get going and I just get rolling with the channel. Okay, no worry. Okay, so like Annette said here, she said she's going to watch later. That's cool. We love our time travelers. Yes, you on the replay. Catching up right now. We love you. It doesn't matter. We don't look at linear time here, okay? So it's all good. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Susan, hi. Yay. Thank you. Facebook user. Thank you, Susan, for being here. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Everybody's jumping out. Okay. Thanks, Renee. Go have fun. No worries. There's always the replay. Not a problem. Hey, there's Erin. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Erin. Wonderful moderator. Awesome. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, yes. And hi, Deborah. It's late for you. Thank you for being here, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to do it. So here's some key terms for Saturn in Pisces. And I know I'm going off on this, but this is a real big deal. Saturn stepping into Pisces is a really big deal. We have 3 big, huge things happening in March. Saturn moving into Pisces. Pluto stepping out of Capricorn after 20 years and stepping into Aquarius. And then we also have the March equinox. And in between, there are so many conjunctions. It's conjunction function this whole month, okay? It's super conjunctions. Lots of planets coming together. And, when you have that much happening through the month, it always makes it edgy, okay? So Saturn in Pisces is spiritual discipline. Spirit to matter. We are bringing spirit to matter. And what is your spiritual discipline? What are you doing every day with your spirit? This is how Saturn look. Saturn always rewards at the ends of the transit. So I'm telling you and giving you the keys to the gold, the keys to the winning ticket here. Okay. If you learn to bring some more spiritual practice into your life, everything else will just start to flow. And then Saturn will be like, oh, they did so good right there. Here you go. Here's a brand new job. Here's a brand new relationship. Here's a brand new child. Saturn always gives a gift at the ends of the transit. Always. The gift for me at the end of the transit, as Saturn left Aquarius and stepped into Pisces, was I brought my son home. And Saturn is in my 4th house of home, family, foundations, Also, I have the best story. Also, when my grandfather passed, he left me some royalty rights. And I'm really bad about going through my mail. I always have like a stack this big, and I'm just like, oh. Anyway, so I start, because I just don't, I can't stand it. Anyway, so I start ripping this mail up, but I look at it, shred it, put it away, shred it, put it away. I found this one, and I'm like, what is this? I look at it, because I just don't care. I'm just like, I don't care. People that want to bill me in the mail, sorry, it ain't gonna happen. But what was I saying? Oh, the royalty rights. I found out somebody is drilling on my land of my royalty rights, or about to drill. They're going to explore to drill, and I need money because I got a 6'4" young man who's living with me. It's gonna cost me a lot to live with me. I know this. And so I was like, oh, that would be wonderful. That would really help out if I got a little extra, even if it was just like $4,000 or $5,000 this year. That would be great, So just little things like that. He always gives like a gift at the end of the transit. I am really like tripping here because I feel like there's people walking through this room. Okay, here we go. Saturn is structure, Pisces is the ocean. Think of it like that. No boundaries. There's really no boundaries. Think of the cosmos and how it goes on forever. We have multi-universes, right? And it just keeps going and going. That is Piscean energy. It also rules the loony bin, like people that get locked up unjustly, a lot of them, back in the day. Remember when they used to do all those experiments on all those people? That's it. Okay. Mars is highly activating this moon, and Uranus is going to bring unexpected something of tension to this whole thing. Yeah, I think I covered most of all of this. Okay, yeah, we're good there. Let me double check this. Oh, these are my downloads. Okay, so if you're new, welcome. Thanks for being here. This is how I do. This is how I keep up. I have 2 different things that I write in. When I get stuff, I just write it in here. So I put for Saturn, which life vision, spiritual path did you say yes to in the past that is now coming to close? So think about it for a minute. In the past, you said yes to something. It could have been a vision, a dream of some kind of spiritual path. Did you say yes to in the past that is now coming to close? This will help you by answering this question to yourself. So in my past, I said, yes, I will continue to take my son back, even though it's been very hard and painful and challenging. But I knew that was the only route. And we closed a chapter and we started a new one. We released the old ego's identity structure, but I will tell you this, that old ego identity structure, has been coming back up, wanting to be heard through the consciousness, through the collective. It's come through personally and through the collective. And you'll be seeing stuff show up like that, Holy wars, the religious uprising with Saturn and Pisces. You're going to see all kinds of weird stuff around religion the next 2.5 years. Even astrology, and spirituality, any kind of spiritual tarot, any kind of witch work, all of that stuff is going to be coming up, and you'll be seeing it for sure. This is where we go to die. This is the 12th house. It's the very end of the zodiac. So there's a lot of death. that comes around here. A lot of drugs, alcohol. But Saturn, I feel like, okay, so I feel like Saturn is going to bring a solid foundation to a much needed humanity that is like falling away into the abyss of the illusion. You see? So Saturn can actually help us a lot in that way. You know, we'll feel like, okay, I thought it was like this, and then it was like this, and then Saturn's no, but if he'll present some kind of option for us to make it easier. I put the Lord of things getting real in mystic spiritual realms. You just got to think of it like that. We have the equinox coming up, which actually is very interesting because on the equinox, we'll have the Aries new moon here in a couple of weeks. And that will be sextile to Pluto. And Pluto is the soul. Okay, Pluto is power, but it's also the soul. I feel like the sun on the equinox with Pluto and Aries on the new moon stepping forth is really when our ego and our soul are going to meet up head to head and stand still in the moment. Well, it is when the sun's soul stands still, right? So, this is what I wrote about the Virgo new moon, or Virgo full moon, recognizing where we have to shine the light on physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual wellness. Everything. You're going to be looking at your four-body system a lot, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay? This is the axis of health and wellness. Where do we have issues that may be holding ourselves back? Are we self-sabotaging ourselves? We got to work on the emotional and physical boundaries. This is also about boundaries, structure, integrity. That's Saturn. Grandfather coming in and saying, you had this massive party. It's time to clean all this stuff up. And I don't care if you're hungover. Make sure for this week. Okay, you're going to start feeling intensities Thursday. The moon is currently in Virgo. It's going to move into Libra tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, lovely Libra relationships. It's about me and you. Me and you. Balancing and adjustments. We want to be fair. Let's, be diplomatic about this thing. That's a lot of that. That moon is going to be in a trine to Pluto, though, first thing tomorrow morning, right as it enters, and it's going to be void of course. So, really, tomorrow morning is going to be kind of iffy. I would just kind of go with it. If you have a lot of important things to do, I would wait until the afternoon to do them. I put rough day on Thursday because the moon is going to be opposite Jupiter and in 3 different quincunx. The moon quincunx the sun, quincunx Uranus, quincunx Mercury. And then it goes void of course again on Friday morning. The moon is all kinds of just like waning, and it's like right now, really, watch out for the victim mode. Like, don't let yourself, because that's another thing with all this energy. They're very much falling into the victim. People be like, I just can't. I'm the victim. Falling into victimhood. Or feeling like you need to save somebody. That's also very Virgo Pisces. I've got to be their savior, Watch out for that kind of stuff. Lots of power and control issues starting on Friday. Okay? So Friday, we're going to be looking at the moon moving into Scorpio. Now, we do have something really beautiful happening between the divine feminine and the divine masculine on Saturday, which is Venus will sextile Mars. Venus in Pisces, sextile to Mars. Problem is here, though, is we have the very intense, very deep psychic waters of Scorpio in a quincunx to Jupiter, saying this has to change. So it could be very good. It could be very jovial. And remember, the moon, now we'll be feeling that very social energy of Mars and Venus in a sextile. You know, sextiles are all about taking action. You have to take action to get a gift, but it's a good aspect. So there's good and then there's bad. So it's kind of like you're feeling like you want to be social, like you want to get out there, but then you're like, I don't really know about this. You know, it's kind of one of those. But I'm telling you, we're going to be feeling that Mars square to Neptune coming on. Like, it's going to be exact on Kaboom Tuesday, and I'll be right back here to talk all about it. That is the exactitude of when the aspect happens, and we'll be feeling it starting really Thursday. We could probably start feeling it tomorrow, really. Kaboom around water, illusions, chemical plants, shit like that, all of that. You want to take action over the weekend if you feel comfortable. But if you don't, stay within. Follow your inner guidance is always the best thing that we can do, right? Big conflict week, floods, rain, chemicals, you know, starting next week, a big conflict kind of week. War, all of that is written very strongly in here. But remember that your mutable signs are going to be feeling all of this the most. So this is the thing. All of everything that I say is not always for every single person. I had somebody like, that wasn't really, I'm like, you have to remember, I'm just reading an overcast of general energies here. So the moon will move on out of, and it looks like these void of course moons that are happening, like you have it on Wednesday, void of course in the morning. Then you have void of course moon on Friday morning. Then you have another void of course moon on Monday morning. And then again on Wednesday next week. Holy shit. And then Thursday of next week, Venus enters into Taurus. This is good. Money, values, relationship, all of that stuff. Taurus is ruled by Venus. I mean, Venus is ruled by Taurus. So you need to understand that is going to be good. It's like Venus has been waiting and waiting and waiting because Venus does not like being in Aries. Okay. Finally stepping in to Taurus. But Venus in Aries is very, I want it now. I want it my way. And if you don't like it, I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, I'm going to do what I want to do and you want to do it. You know, so I think it'll be really good. I think it's going to chill us out. Now we are going to start slowing down. So if you're like that fire and you like to keep it going, keep it moving, keep it doing, get it all done this week. Use the kaboom. Use this kaboom energy because this is the week to do it. Because it's going to start slowing down a little. Not a lot. But these energies of the solar flares, I have that space weather app. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And I'm like, I always check it in the morning. And then after work, I'll check it. But let me look. I'm just going to look right now and see. I didn't get any little notification. Well, we're at KP1. It's not high. The solar winds are low. Very good. So it's chilled out. But for many days in a row, we were getting like M flare, X flare. You know, we were getting all these super high flares. And I was like, what in the world? I thought it was going to be the solar flash that was just going to make everybody's brain go, you know, and then we all end up higher consciousness beings and all the reptiles of the world scurry away. We'll see what happens. More disclosure coming through, of course. Tons of disclosure coming through. Scorpio weekend. It'd be a big day on Friday. Well, no, because it doesn't move in until the evening. But I still feel like coming into this weekend, into the next week, you know they always drop crazy stuff on the weekend, right? Because when nobody's paying attention. So, yeah. If you feel called to get artistic, though, do it. Because you could get so much good information from your highest guidance right now that could really, open up so many other doors. Don't close yourself off to anything. Try to be open to everything that you can during this time. And go with the flow. Go with the flow. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for joining. How are you? Okay, very cool. Yeah, I see you there. Okay, cool. Let's keep moving. We're only on a couple of channels tonight because I had to change up all the eCam service, just totally changed up. So we're good to go. Thanks for being here, though, sweetie. And Alina, I see you there. Hi, Alina on Facebook. Anybody who's new, if you wouldn't mind going over to the YouTube channel, we're doing giveaways. I do package giveaways. I'm talking crystals, cards, all kinds of homemade, like besoms, all kinds of good stuff. I make my own sprays that has monatomic gold in it. I have a lot of different things. Jewelry that I give away every 100 subscribers. And let's find that number. And I probably should... Where's that number? I know she wrote it down somewhere. Hi, Stacy. 525. That was Sandy Reyes, sweet soul sister. So when we get to 625, I'll put that right there on the top so that I see it and I remember. Probably should write it down. Let's just do that right now because I will forget. I'm going to put it right here on the calendar so that I have it. 625. So when we get to 625, we're going to do a giveaway in a special way. And I will explain that later. But you have to go to the YouTube channel, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. The only way I see that your name is up for in the drawing from now on every video, okay, is if you've commented. So it'll help me grow the channel, it'll help people that resonate to pop on over. I really, really, really appreciate it. Please, please, please. And if you're watching right now on YouTube, just make me a little smaller and hit that like button if you don't mind. Thanks. All right, so we're going to jump into the cards. And the way this works, because I'm a conscious channeler, I channel in through the elements, but I also channel in through your frequency, whether you're here or you're on the replay, okay? And the way this works is, even if maybe, you know, you're an Aries and you're a fire sign, you may resonate with the earth signs because, one, you may not know your chart, and you need to know your chart. You got to know your big three. Go to astrograph.com. If one of the mods could write that, I would really appreciate it. Astrograph.com. There's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for being here, sweetie. Yay. You're late, but you're here. You can go catch up on the astrology. We're jumping into the cards now. Anyway, astrograph.com is a fabulous, intuitive, free birth chart. All you have to do is create an account with them, like an email and a password. And I love Henry Seltzer. He's a very long time. I mean, I really respect the man a lot and his work. And he created this. And it even has a time passages app to it. But you get more out of it if you stick with like doing it on a laptop or whatever, because you always get, it just seems like you get more information. And it helps you, and it breaks everything down. Like your moon, click on it, and then it gives you a paragraph and says, this is what that means for you specifically in your house. And I don't get paid by them or anything like that. I just know and make all of my clients, before you see me, you have to at least create your own birth chart there. Because, yes, thank you, Erin. There it is right there, astrograph.com. Get your chart. Because before you sit with me, you have to do a meditation. We do a whole lot more than just your birth chart, because I see in sacred geometry kind of code. Okay, I always have since I was little. I always see in like codes of, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I see it in code, and so when I see it, then it's like an imprint is overlaid onto me, and then that's when everything starts coming through, and they tell me what you need, what, you know, how we go about the entire session, basically. And you also connect with me in a meditation prior, and we merge. And it doesn't matter when you do it, as long as you do it within, you know, I always ask people to do it within 24 hours of seeing us. So there's a lot of different ways that you can work and connect in with the energies, you know, and this is all very Piscean work. that I'm speaking to. Everything I do is very Piscean. My 5th house of joy is Pisces, you know. So that's where I work. That's where I play, is in the unconscious realms. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. Let's get into the cards. Sun, moon, and rising. Who are we doing first? Are we going with air? Are we going with water? Or are we going to do fire, earth? Let me know. Hey, look at that. I made it all the way through without a drink and a vape. I'm doing my best to be more structured in my spirituality. Saturn in Pisces. That coconut water is to die. I mean, for real. That is just amazing. Woo! Very good stuff. Renee, he says, I loved it when you said we are souls in a flesh suit, here to evolve consciousness and create a utopia for our children and grandchildren, and we do that through our hearts. Bam. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Very good. Awesome. Thank you, Susan. Newcomers, we love having you. Thank you. You're beautiful. Wow. Such a great soul. I mean, like, literally, I saw your picture on the screen and it's like you're all light. So thank you for being here. Thank you. We're very real and kind of in the flow here because I'm a channeler, and so it all just kind of flows. So let's go. Let's go. Let's look at the board and see what we got tonight. Remember, you choose. It's up to you to choose which element we start with. So go ahead and put in the comments which one we are going to start with. Thank you so much. Subscribe and like and hit the bell for notifications. We're here live every single Tuesday night. Sometimes we miss. Like last week, we were moving our son. And so we weren't able, we had no choice but to do it that day. So, but if we're able to be here, and 9 times out of 10, we've been here for a couple of years now. So thank you. All right. So tonight, I really want to kind of just stop for a second and honor our process as we step into this full moon energy. You know, Virgo is very much about the process and the practicality of everything. Look at that Lumerian. Look at that. Can you see the lines? That's how you know it's a Lumerian. That's called a record keeper. So, it always ignites I get crown hits. Each one of these little lines is a memory of your past life. And so, and often I'll take this side, which is the smoother side right here, and I activate the third eye on my clients like that. I've had clients just kind of fall back when they get hit with it. It's a pretty powerful one. It's one of my favorites. So I brought it out tonight. We'll stick it over here with the other stones just to kind of be all in there. And then we've got a bunch up here on the board. Tonight, for the sun, moon, and rising, for the elemental of the zodiac, we're playing with the Heavenly Bliss Astrology deck. A beautiful deck, beautifully written. If you want to learn more about astrology, get this deck. It will help you learn. It'll teach you. Also, we're playing with the Light Seers Tarot because Pisces is highest consciousness as it gets. And it's all about the light. And then we'll also play with the Holographic Tarot. I like this because it's the original tarot card decks, but it's holographic. So it's kind of like practical, Virgo, the tried and true, Saturn, but it's all kinds of creative and flashy and fun and rainbowy like Pisces. So it's kind of both, right? We're bringing both dualities to one. And then we also, each element will get a postcard from Spirit. These are very dear to my heart. I love these, and Spirit is never wrong, ever. Last night I chose a card for me and my son, and I had him come in and sit inside the 7-foot Russian pyramid, which is just right over here. And I said, I want you to hear this card that I drew for the two of us. I was up in here, I always work on the cards and get them all ready the night before, and then I take them and I set them in the sun all day long so that they'll be nice and charged and cleared for tonight. And it was just, there was no better card that could have been. It was all about beginning a new relationship with spirit through relationship, and about new starts and letting go of the old and starting over new. And we're so many cycles closing right now. It's so incredibly important that we do that. So, oh, and look at who's here. Holy cow, it's Jerry Lynn. Oh my gosh. She's way up north, and she has horrible snow issues and electrical and everything, internet. So I'm so glad. Yay. Yes, I'm wearing the hair today with my love shirt in honor of Pisces, with Saturn coming into Pisces, and also honoring that 29 degree of Aquarius that we never read. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Hold on. We're just going to read the title, not the whole degree placement. I'm so bad. I have it. This is the book. Okay. This is my original. I love this book. It's like my Bible for astrology. Dane Rujar, Astrological Mandala. It tells all of the degree placements. And I have it here so we'll read this 29 degree placement of Saturn. I missed that. Real quick. Okay. So Aquarius at 29 degrees, where he was at just this morning as he just stepped into Pisces. Deeply rooted in the past of a very ancient culture, a spiritual brotherhood in which many individual minds are merged into the glowing light of a unanimous consciousness is revealed to the one who has emerged successfully from his metamorphosis. Mind-blowing, right? Keynote, the ability for the person with an open mind, a deep feeling for self-transcendence to come into contact with the higher forms of existence. So if you didn't know, every 29 degrees of a sign in the zodiac is always the accumulation of all the degree points. Okay? And the fact that we're also talking big because Saturn was in Capricorn for almost, 3 years. And then in Aquarius for almost 3 years. And now, after those long bouts in his home signs, in his home territory, he has dropped off into the sea of the abyss of the cosmos of Pisces. So, transcendence, to come in contact with the higher forms of existence. There will be so much, I believe, that people are going to just be so lit by this. So many contacts, so many happenings, so many synchronicities, so many things that they're seeing and feeling into. I really feel that that's going to, the biggest thing that I got when I very first started really contacting Saturn about him sticking, because I sit and I speak to the planets as if they're archetypes, and we have conversations. And I said, okay, Saturn, and I always call him Granddaddy. I said, what's going to happen? He goes, we're bringing spirit to matter. We're putting spirit in form. Very cool. Okay, so now we'll get back to the card. Sorry, I had to show that because I forgot. This is another thing. When you're an astrologer and your channel, I get going and kind of all over the place, and I'll forget some of the logistics of everything. Okay, Aaron, moderator, I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yay, cool. All right, sounds good. Blues World Angel, love to have her in here. Thank you. That's right. That's right. It is International Women's Day. Thank you for reminding me. Celebrating the maids and mothers and the matrons, old wise women. In Lakesh, dear sister. In Lakesh, namaste, yes. and blessed be. Yay, very cool. Okay, so let's get going on these cards. And we're going to go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to clear the space. And looks like we're doing air signs first. For the air signs. Inna shakutamakiana huna lashina ke. Eno kurshana kurumakoki kira shukudutikiana hona. Ona la shikemakitiano hona ye. Una shikamunka ye na hino shuta kimahe. Rambakai no hun kishikikikikikikik. Shikamanakina hona shikinekikumakai. Munam rishikamukukikai. And Rushikide Garugarabaket Jamai, Shikde, in the Makete. Air signs: Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Lots of high energy. King of Swords. Bam. There you are, air signs. And look at you, just poised, all on top of the world, in deep thought, feeling balanced throughout your life. But sometimes having to be a little harsh, I feel. Things have been rough. But you value every single word that comes from those that are around you, more so than they realize, I feel. And I'm going to zoom this in just a tad. Oh, not that one. Hold on. I want the other camera. Stand by. There it goes. All right. You know what? I need this. Okay, yes. Okay, good. Very cool that the King of Swords, which is in representation of air, drops for the air signs right off the bat. Oh, okay. So you have experienced a great loss here. Some kind of really tragic heartbreak, it looks like. And we're feeling emotional. Why? Why is this happening? I did everything I could. I thought through it all. I fought through it all. I kept on pushing and I kept hoping and trying and wishing, doing my work diligently, and it still fell apart. Oh my gosh. Power thighs. I caught it. 5 of Pentacles. Well, shit, air signs. Five of Pentacles is earth energy, and it's feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, neglected, lost. Coming in from outside of you, you have the Six of Wands here, okay? Someone is really proud of the shit that they've dealt. Someone is being celebrated, and I feel like it's really fucked you up. And you really aren't liking it. And this celebration is not cohesive. I should get my key. Nine of Cups. Yeah, there may even be some drinking or some overindulging going on here. Now, this is a heart feeling emotional type card, right? But right here with this, I feel like this is kind of totally wrecked your whole world, but put them in a place of celebration, and like it's just really messed you up. Another six. Six of Cups. You know, I feel like in the long run, they're going to be regretful. But in this moment, after this, and this, for half of you, this is happening now. And for the other half of you, it is something that's coming. But I feel like truly, you see this? Okay, so you have this King of Swords. He's on top of the world. He's in his thought. But sometimes he has to be harsh with things. I feel a very harshness that's coming through. But this is like the ultimate, out of 78 cards, heartbreak card. This is the ultimate death, done. You know, it's finished. You've ripped yourself. Your heart has just exploded. Okay? But it is an air card, remembering that we collect, as a collective, we create the consciousness flow through our heart. But then our minds take over. That monkey mind, going, you know. And then you're left just feeling abandoned, out in the cold, while they're in celebration, drinking it up. But with this Six of Cups here, Six of Cups is all about melancholy. It's about what happened in the past, you know, your childhood love even. You know, it could be children even. But I feel like this is all him or her, you know. Very two different individuals here, as you can see from here to here. Okay? On the bottom, holy shit, you got another six. Six of Swords. Moving on. Taking all of your fears, your trauma, everything that you had to go through, air signs, and moving to better situations. Yeah, you know you still got some issues and some things that you're going to take with you. But you're moving to a better situation. And you don't know what's ahead. You have no idea what's ahead, right? The Sun card. Major life event. Major arcana. The Sun card, air signs. After all the bullshit. After all the pain, all the trauma, all the loss, all the fear, all the narcissistic shit, the sun is going to shine on you because you're going to follow your heart and use your soul and get out of there. All right, now we're going to pull from the Astrology Bliss. Give us an Astrology Bliss card for the air signs for more clarification. Astrology Bliss, please, for the air signs. There. We have Chiron. Hurt and heal. The wounded healer, Chiron, the wounded healer, half horse, half man, experiencing life in duality. He was his own parents threw him away. God's Threw him out. He was unwanted, neglected. Oh my God, you're half horse, half man? Fuck this. Who are you? You're weird. You're not like the rest of us. Bye. Chiron became the god of all gods, and he taught all the gods. He also invented astrology. And he became the greatest light for all to follow. And you have house of 3. Children, relatives. That's the Gemini house. It's the air sign Gemini. This could be talking to you, Gemini. Early learning, childhood, relations, the rational mind, communications. That's what it says right here. You know, there is no need for harsh communications towards you or towards, like, from somebody else, or towards you, or harsh communications coming in from even yourself, I feel. Because as you're leaving with the 6 of Swords, right? But you're still all up in your head about it. You need to shift your perspective. But not only shift your perspective, but I want you to go yell. Like, I want you to go out in the forest, onto the beach, on the top of the mountain, in the desert, wherever the hell you are at. And I want you to go and sit somewhere and just yell. Yell it out. And then once you've screamed it out, blah, whatever, however you want to do it, fucking whatever you want to do, then I want you to sit calmly and peacefully, and I want you to say, I am a powerful spiritual being in a flesh suit. I am a sovereign, powerful spiritual being in a flesh suit. And keep just saying it. I am a powerful spiritual being in a flesh suit. Ignite the higher cosmic heart. Yeah. Now a postcard from Spirit for the beautiful air signs. They're never wrong. All right. Oh, you got 2. Is there 2 there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can only take 1 because they're kind of long. All right, so what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put it close. So if you want to take a picture, so if you want to take a screenshot for later, air signs, take you a little picture there. Oh, did I move it? Sorry. Okay, everybody should have got it. All right, it says, Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take yourself a relaxing bath. By the way, a salt bath, always 2 cups Epsom salt, 1 cup baking soda. The baking soda is the magic. Throw some stones and essential oils in there as well. Go take yourself a relaxing bath. Book yourself a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, plant something in your garden. All of this is very Virgonian and very Pisces, by the way, air signs. Make time for your self-care, not more work on yourself by tending to yourself, okay? You are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but it's essential for your well-being now. That word is no, air signs. Say it with us. Ready? No, thank you. No, I can't. You don't have to explain. Just say no gently, but firmly. Then go for a soak. Life or soak up the sun with these light codes that are coming in. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventures. We love you so very much. And I'm going to add, go scream and let it all out. When we tone, scream, use our voice, and trust me, because we're a channel, when we tone, when we scream and use our voice and our vocals, singing, toning, it is the voice frequency of the soul, because it's authentic from the heart. You're not speaking to someone else. You're doing it for the self. Okay? All right. Thank you so very much to the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We love you with all of our hearts. We know this will get better. Remember, that sun is there. Go sun gaze. Best thing you can do is sun gaze early in the morning or late in the evening. Just for 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes. It resets the entire system. I do it almost every evening. Thank you so much, air signs. You are loved. Don't put up with any more shit. All right. We give these a couple of shuffles real fast, just so that they're ready for the next go round. Okay, I have to. Are you talking to yourself and your problems too? Oh, what? Sorry. Are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all of that and start having some fun. Yep. You got to shift your frequency. You got to shift the energy that you're holding and vibrating at. So important, especially when you're going through shit. And it's hard because I get it, because I've gone through more traumas than you probably could even imagine. I had a really tough week, but I showed up here in a pink wig today so I could get high on the energy. Crazy, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, Sherry. Yay, Maria. Hi, both of you guys. I see you there. And you know what? I'm sorry, Aaron. I totally forgot to put the time, didn't I? There's the time. Oh, crud. Okay, next time if I forget, put it real big in caps. In fact, put it big in caps every time, because if it's in big in caps, it really stands out for me. Okay. Hey, Zena. Hi, sister. So good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you. This is the fun hair for the 29 degree of Aquarius. Because Aquarius is so out there and quirky and different. But then entering Pisces this morning, the flow of fun, of joy in my 5th house. So I'm excited for him to get into my 5th house of Pisces, but he's not fully in there yet. But I kind of felt the need to throw on some joy and some love and just have some fun with it. So thanks for being here, guys. All right. I need this. And let's clear the space. Lumerian inside there. Inside all of my bowls, I have 8 Tibetan bowls from Nepal, and then I have 9, crystal singing bowls. And I just bought a whole bunch of baby Lumerians and baby Andaras to put inside. A nice clearing for us all. I have rings on. Normally I don't wear rings when I'm with a client. There it is. Clearing the cards. Beautiful. They sing for quite a long time too. All right. This time we'll be starting with the holographic tarot. And we are working with... Hi, James. Thanks for being here. Yay. Some new folks in the house. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Helps me to grow the channel. Plus, we do big package giveaways every 100 subscribers. So if you comment on the video, your name gets in the drawing. And it's all on me. And you guys don't forget, in the description below is my PayPal and my Venmo. If you ever feel called that this resonates with you and you'd like to be a contributor, it helps me to pay for the postages and just put back into the program. Thanks. Okay. Thank you, Dava. You're so sweet. Yes, Aquarian and Scorpio rising. I'm Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising with Aries moon. Scorpio rising and sun, sun in the first house. And then I have Scorpio Mars in the 12th. Quite a bit of Libra and then quite a bit of Sagittarius. So cool. Okay, so we are doing, I'm looking for Aaron says we are doing water. Thank you, Aaron. Water signs are next. There we go. One last little sip here. Love that coconut water. Okay, who's the Scorpio? Dava. You'll love this. Look at this. This is my Scorpio cup. Okay, wait. I gotta go this way. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. It literally, and if I turn it, it has the tail on the side and it kind of comes out. Isn't that pretty? My cup. What's up, Jam and Tea? Thanks for being here, sweetie. Hey, how's it going? Very cool. Nice. California Nancy's in the house. Hi, California Nancy. I hope you're doing well this evening, sister. Nice to see you here. All right, we gave those a couple of good shuffles and we are off. Oh, that's one thing about a wig. It's like, I keep feeling like this hair is sticking to my face. That's why I don't do it often. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Loving mothers of the zodiac. Page of Wands to kick off the water sign read. Look at that. The Page of Wands stepping up in the house. Sounds like to me the water signs have quite a bit to learn here. Just stepping into it with passion though. Wands are all about our passion, what we're creating, what we're driving towards. Also could be a young one. a young male or female. Let's see what else we have here. And my voice is starting to change. Oi na shigen wono na makina hai ino shuna mina kede kurshakuna wogamaya ala shikruna kamaya hai ino lo shena krutin taira chuna mai ino shina una me ke shina kukukahera hai Ari absoluta papayana krushakna mana haya shuna makina shana maena kena hai una la te shemene hai una la me una la te sheke mene hai una from nai hai una shemai water signs the star. The Aquarian card. Major life event, major arcana, the Aquarian. This is keeping your faith, knowing that you will forever intuitively replenish yourself. Okay? It's your challenge position. Keep the faith. This month is March in Faith. Queen of Swords. Interesting. We had the King last. Strict. Firm. On the mark. I feel like there's some kind of situation that you have to be strict about with yourself and others. Because death is coming. Transformation coming from outside of you, water signs. This is the Scorpio card. Major life event, major arcana, Scorpio and Aquarius. This is long time held, needed transformation that's happening here with whomever this is that's coming in. Whomever this is that's affecting everything around you, I feel. I feel that your balance through the faith will allow this transformation to happen. But it's just at the beginning stages. But it's been in process for many, many years. But when this card comes in, it's the end of the line. It must happen or it's really over. Yeah, fuckery. Fuckery. What the fuck? Fuckery card here. Lying, stealing, cheating, shady shit. In the past, there's been some things that's happened that has not been on the up and up. No wonder you turn your back and not want to keep the faith. No wonder you have this trouble here. This is taking it all and running. Not being forthright. Someone's wealthy. Someone has plenty to give. But they also are grounded in their kindness, you know. But I feel a sadness here. I feel a loss. And I'm seeing the vines of the flowers draped over stochastic. I see a literal death. Yes. The only salvation from this literal death, water signs. The only salvation is if this individual can pull themselves out of the situation Because you can pour and pour and pour all of your faith and all of your passions and all of your things into this. But it's going to be up to them, because it's a they're very new, very young, it's a naive type energy here. I'm smelling wood chips. Something to do with wood. Either a fire. Yeah, it's like a wood chips, like oak or pine or mesquite, kind of like wood chips. But it's not like a smoke smell. It's like wood chips. I'm smelling the wood chips. She's grounded. She's grounded, and she is stern in what she's doing. She knows that things must be in a way, or she will walk away. She'd turn her back. This person that I feel very strongly, the transformation's happening with them, not you. You're involved, but this person coming from outside of you has not a clue. They trap themselves in their own mind. Scattered. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. I'm just going to pay attention over here while everything rises. In order for this past lying, stealing, cheating, fuckery of someone who has much to end, the transformation within this person must happen, and the way it happens is through the faith. Look, left out in the cold, crippled, cold. The church is right there. They could go inside, but they don't even see it. Yeah, this is some harsh energy. Let's get from the Astrology Bliss card for the water signs. Hello, Melinda. Wow, that one just flew. Air signs, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. And you have the Queen of Air here and the Aquarius card. Water signs. And a sextile. A combination of tension and flow, yes. But it is a potential for reward and success. Or what does it say? Potential, a rewarding situation. It has potential. Sextile is a good in the astrology. It's you must take action even though it's tense. It's like a rubber band that you pull on the bow. Like if you pull back on the bow, right? You gotta keep it just right enough tension to hit your mark. But if you hit your mark, you hit the bullseye, right? In order to make this happen, this is complete. This is not just, I'm going to change a little. Okay, yeah, I'll lose 5 pounds. No, this is, I must change it all. Completely metamorphosizing from the caterpillar to the butterfly. 2 complete different forms must happen here with this individual. And it will happen through faith and diligence. And patience, kindness. But be cautious, water signs. Because out of 78 cards, you got the one that's the lying, stealing, cheating, fuckery card. Unfortunately, that card has come out for us a couple of times already this week. I feel it's going to be in the air as we lead up to the Mars square Neptune. All right, here it is, water signs. Oh, sorry. So you can take a little photo and read it later if you like. It's a nice spirit postcard. All right, here we go. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. We are in the time of illusion. Pisces is all about illusions, fantasy, okay? It's a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, water signs. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for you, ultimately for your success. Life loves you. We love you. And you are a unique spark of the divine, and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care, water signs. Trust and keep faith. Love you always and forever, Spirit. So the abandonment is a real thing for a lot of people. You know, you feel alone a lot of the time. And when you get into that mode of feeling alone, I want you to just stop and remember all of the lives that you have touched that you didn't even realize you had done so. Okay? So we go about our days and we go to work and we go and go to the grocery store and we talk to the clerk, or we go to the post office, or maybe we just go to a park or a beach or whatever, and we just smile at someone who's passing. You never know if that person the night before had their child pass in the night, or their nephew overdosed, or their partner cheated on them and they saw it, walked in on it. And that smile from you meant everything to them. So when you start feeling the abandonment issue and it comes in like that, remember all of the people you have touched that you don't even realize you have, because you have. And know that Spirit is always with you. We enter into this world with multiple teams, multiple guides that come in and out, but one that's always with you all your life. And they come forth when you call upon them. If you call upon the archangels, call upon them. If you call upon your star family, call upon them. They will assist you every time. You are very loved. Thank you, water signs. Thank you. Let us give this one shuffle for the next. Oh, something want to come out for the water signs one time. The Lovers. Gemini. Major life event, major arcana card, the Lovers. See there? That's Archangel Gabriel. I was just speaking to the angels. Call on Gabriel. Know that there is a duality going on here. Complete opposites, that's what you're dealing with here. And trust in that fact that this is also too consciousness at play, okay? Consciousness at play. Even the hard stuff is still consciousness at play. And nothing is good nor bad. It's just higher or lower frequency. And it's all about the vibration. was kind of strange. It jumped, and that doesn't happen very often. Okay. Thank you, water signs. Love you. All right. Please, if you're watching right now or you're on the replay, go like and subscribe and hit the bell. It really helps a lot more than you realize. Thanks. Hey, Aaron. Faridia Ali. Hello, my love. Happy Virgo full moon. This is your Virgo full moon. Very cool. Very cool. Love Lioness. Hello, Love Lioness. I like that name. And Melinda. Hi, Melinda. How's Josh doing? So good to see you here. Yes, we just did the water signs and we're going to move into fire, it looks like. All right, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And there is the time. Let's put this up here so everybody can see when they're on the replay, you awesome time travelers, you. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, but they are reminding us now, if this resonates with you, sometimes it'll resonate with you and you don't have that element. It's still for you. If you get a chill or you get a ting or it's familiar, we meditate for 20 minutes in the pyramid prior to even opening up this microphone so that we may all connect in all realms at all times. Linear time is that of an illusion, right? And the channel, which is called the 12, it's the 12 collective. We come through the vessel and we activate through the words, through the feelings, to allow the people to get the messages in the most clearest manner that we can possibly do. All right? So remember, it may be a different element, but it could still be for you. And if it's not for you, thank you for being here, but leave it. Okay? Here we go. Oh, they're pulling our socks off. Shit. There it goes. 8 of Wands. Oh, I'm holding them upside down. Sorry. Also, we do reversals in private reads, but here, for the fact of the screen, for people who want to learn and see the photos, we keep it in the upright. 8 of Wands. Fast, moving, passionate, things coming in. You may be traveling, you may be going somewhere, you may be moving. With the Lovers, again, that is the second time tonight the Lovers has showed up with Gemini. Remember, Mars is out of bounds in Gemini, activating all of our egos, okay? The Lovers is also all about connecting in, of course, in a relationship, but sometimes the duality is too much to take. And the Lovers doesn't always mean it's a successful relationship. It could be more like a twin flame thing going on here. But it could also be a relationship with another soul partner, someone you chose to come into this lifetime with. But somebody's moving fast. Something's coming in fast. And I feel a good energy from the move. I'm not so sure about the Lovers in the challenge position. I like the fact she has the Sagittarius bow on her arm here. You know, Gemini is the opposite of Sagittarius. Gemini is little short travels, going somewhere to like 20 minutes, 30 minutes around you. And Sagittarius is, I'm pointing my bow and arrow in a long place, like I'm going somewhere far, you know. You may be moving. I feel there's a move. 10 of Wands. Finished. Complete. At the end of a very long journey. You know, I'm feeling Taurus energy coming in here. Steady. Practical. Patient. You don't rush this because you're almost there. This is coming into completion with something that you've worked really hard on. You gave it your all. You put everything into it multiple times. Each one of the wands is representative of every single passionate, hard, trouble, trial that you had to go through to get to where you are. Oh my. Okay. Are we holding? No, we're not. Okay. 9 of Pentacles coming out here. The 9 of Pentacles is all about, I can do it on my own. This is an energy coming in from outside of you saying, it is time. I don't feel like this is another person. I feel like this is you, but it's an energy that's speaking through you. Like you're speaking to your highest guidance. Your highest team is saying, you can do this and you are going to master this. She masters. She's the Falcon Master. She masters her craft, okay? She does it with joy, with confidence, and she doesn't need anybody. She has plenty enough. This is coin. This is tangible things in this world that we create. She does it on her own, joyfully. Happening fast, too. Oh, I think these are coming in upside down. Oh, look at this. You have 2 10s here. This is the wheel. The karmic wheel of fortune here. This right here is major life event, major arcana. Major life event, major arcana. This is a karmic, fated, destined move if you are moving or if you're going somewhere to meet someone. This is a fated union. A fated though you may be I feel very strongly, you're very different individuals. Very, very different. But moving on. Completing a cycle. Still unknown. You don't know how it's going to turn out. But you know it's got to happen, and it's going to happen. You will succeed at this. There could be some loss, some abandonment. This has come out, I don't even know how many times now, the 5 of Pentacles. I think it came out in every read. Feeling despair, uncertainty. There is a light there wanting to reach out to you and assist you. Let others assist you. Okay, fire signs, we understand that you are very independent. You do very well on your own. You can take care of things left and right. You can handle it, blah, blah, blah. I got this. I don't need no help. All on your own in mastery. Yes. Standing in your power in the fates that are handed to you. Yes. Completing cycles. Yes. But could leave you left sad. Left feeling that abandonment energy. The Hierophant. No, I'm sorry, the Hangman. Maybe the Hierophant energy needs to come out too, more spirituality. The Hangman, patience. So there's a big duality going on here. One side of this board is saying, it's time to go. I've got this. It's independence. And then you have one side that says, but this has been very long, very hard. What if I get left abandoned again? What if I am told, you are not good enough. You do not have a word here. You cannot say nothing here. This is not for you. No, fire signs. You must see this in another way. You must fully embody seeing it through your spiritual eye. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords came out upside down here, so we're going to keep it because that's the way it fell. You'll get yourself untied from this. You know you have to rip the blindfold off and really look and see things in a different perspective. You got this. You got this. I'm still very unsure about this other person, but I am very sure about you. But this other individual could cause an issue. Let's get some clarity from the Astrology Bliss, please. Astrology Bliss cards, please. Thank you. The Moon. Here, we'll put it here so you can see a little better. Satisfy emotional needs. Nurture yourself and others. But it's also coming to completion and feeling like you've been illuminated to something, right, fire signs? You have seen it for what it is. Just don't go, even though the energy wants you to go fast here. There's more patience needed because you're at the very end, and this is karmic and fated, so it's going to happen. But how do we know if it's karma or dharma? Which is it, right? We don't know. But we do know we're going to get ourselves out of it. This is a mental slavery. You put yourself in the mental slavery, you get yourself out of it through changing your vibration, your frequency, and your location, and the move. You know, maybe some of you are actually doing a physical move, but you may just need to move your entire perspectives around. Leave a job, leave a relationship, leave a situation. Move yourself out of, maybe even change your space in your home. Move some shit around. There's a big move energy here for you fire signs. And then doing so will nurture you. You'll get a nurturement energy just by moving shit around. Clear the cutter. Look at this. How has this happened? Chiron, the wounded healer. Hurt and heal. Again. Coming out. I think that's like 48 cards there. Chiron, the wounded healer, is in Aries right now. And he's been there for many years, okay? He is at 14 degrees. Is that correct? Let us double check. Because it will bother us. Hold on. Let me look. No. Yes, he's at 14 degrees, okay? So he's not even halfway through. He's almost halfway, but he's not quite. Halfway through Aries. So we have a ways to go as Chiron heals the deep-seated wounds that we've been carrying within us. Whomever this was, whatever situation this was that you had to fight through, this is wands, passions, fighting, pushing through and pushing on. Caused you to really look deep within yourself and see what's the seed that was planted in you that didn't need to ever be there, that needed deep healing within, like an onion in the center, right? The proverbial onion, we peel back all of the layers to get to the center. Yes. Now, we will do a postcard from Spirit for the fire signs. Fire signs postcard from Spirit. And we will take a photo. There is your, oops, sorry. Right there. So you can take a screenshot. You can read it later if you like. Jamie says, it's been a long journey. I've been consciously woke since 2020. Good girl. Yes. All right, here we go. Fire signs. Dearest you, now is the one of those times that you're being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. For real. Look at that. The Hangman is also not just change your perspective, but it's patience. It's, you gotta hang there for a minute, but you put your own ass up there so that you can see things differently. Okay? Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity. Which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of the observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now, fire signs. You will be glad you did. Love you, Spirit. Bam. Thank you very much, fire signs. I am sending you congratulations, first of all, for completing a very long and difficult journey. But it's just the end of the chapter, okay? But I believe in you. I believe that you can master this on your own. I do. And I'm sending you a little bit of warning of the opposite person, whomever the opposite person is, okay? I'm not sure about that person. I'm so not sure that I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Tell me about the other person. Tell me about the other person. The Magician. That's a trickery. You know, a magician is a trickery. Yes, they have all the elements. And they look really good. And they got all their stuff together. But they're extremely smoke and mirrors. Okay? We are dealing with so much illusion in the astrology right now, fire signs. See things clearly from another perspective. And just to confirm, right below that card was the King of Wands, confirming it's for you, fire signs. That's the fire king right there. All right. Thank you, fire signs. I am sending you so much love, strength, and congratulations for the cycle that you have completed. But know that this is fated and you need to pay attention. Is it karma or is it dharma? Right? And I believe since Sandy says, I'm hanging on. Yes, you are, dear Leo. Yes, you are. Hi, Tracy Lee. Hi, honey. Okay. Oh, Josh is sick. Let's send him healing. Sending Josh healing. Sending him so much healing. Hopefully he feels better soon. All right. Rolana says, it's been a wild couple of weeks. It sure has. And it's not about to lighten up. It's about to get more, mind-blowing stuff, But it can also be miraculous. I don't want to sound all fear and gloom and doom, but I'm also not someone who's going to fluff your ass, because if I can't. I'm a channel, so it just comes right on out how it's supposed to. That's just how it is. So... Joshua, you're welcome, dear. Thank you for being here. You guys, go hit that like button for me, okay? Remember to come back and comment on the replay so you can get your name in the drawings. After 100 more subscribers, I'm going to do another giveaway, okay? So be sure to make sure you come back. It doesn't count if you're in the live right now. Sorry. You have to come back on the replay of the video and just comment a heart or something, just so your name is there, because that's how I gather everybody to put their name in the drawing for the package giveaways. They're really good. Everybody stand by. Always by the last sign. I have to get another coconut water in my cup. Real quick. Real fast. Intermission. Okay. Oh, better ground that. And let's go ahead and clear the cards for... What are we on? Where's my moderators? I'll get so high by the end here. Hey, there's Taurus in the house. Annette says, I got here just as you said I'm not someone who will fluff your ass. Yay! They won the softball game. Very cool. Congratulations. That's awesome. Okay, very good. Earth. We are on Earth signs, and that is the time for you kick-ass time travelers in the replay. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment to get your name in, all right? Okay. You have to do all of it, okay? Because I checked to see that you liked, I checked to see that you subscribed, all of that to get your name in the drawings. Okay, so here we go. Earth signs. There you are. All right. Very good. Earth signs, Earth signs, Earth signs. We gotta love our Earth signs, that's for sure. Keeping us grounded. Keeping us practical. Virgo, full moon. Ooh, there we go. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Una la shete mena, una lehe, ara shuknamente tekena shunkananete shenamete, una lete ma shikimwaihe, onae, una lete kena moshe, kena moshe. Ina runta kina mong kanina chutu ay nai kunkai ron shaka mena yana ron shaka na mena ron shaka ina shuka mena ke unna le shikina mane ke You are the grounded humanity of this planet. And it's important that you remember every time you walk to step forth, holding it all for everyone. Okay? Very important for our signs. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come back. Come back. All right. We have got the Knight of Swords and the Sun card as your challenge position. Another fast energy to start out. Another fast energy. Yes. Challenged by the Sun. The very best card that you can get in the entire deck here. Earth signs. Okay? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Fast communications. Fast things coming in, coming out, in and out, in and out, in and out. We feel knowing that the Sun is there, but are you paying attention? Because there's a very big sadness going on with that. You know, you had to walk away from a lot of things that you filled a lot of cups. Like all of these cups are representation of everything that you have put a lot of your heart into. You put your heart into things, you help others, you move forward, you do your best, you try to keep yourself in the light. But finally you say, I can't do this anymore. I'm walking away. He's turning his back. He's heading into the unknown. There's a joy and a light that is within you. But I feel like mental energy is really fast and scattered. Are you seeing the joy and the light of everything? Page of Swords, someone outside of you is talking about you. Someone is watching you. Someone is gossiping. Speaking they shit. This is probably what you got going on up here, because all of the mental chatter, in and out thoughts. You know, things are very unclear during this time. Just know that as you go forward. This is a beer goggles type situation here. People are not seeing things clearly. They're not speaking clearly. They're not thinking clearly. Communications are not coming in clear right now. When you talk about like the literal communications of the world, your higher intuition guidance is always clear. And you must step forward in that path, knowing that I only trust my gut. To keep it simple. Yeah, this makes you have anxiety, these other people with their shit they talk. Major life event, major arcana card, the strength card, Leo. This is Leo and this is Leo. Okay? You may be dealing with a Leo. But this is also eternal inner strength, taming the inner beast that is within. And I have a feeling it has to do with a lot of mind chatter going on that you create. It's like I see a tornado, seeing like a little dust devil, like a little tornado going around of your thoughts, and that's how it's happening in your brain. But this light that is within you is so bright and so beautiful and so strong. And I don't think you are seeing it. This brings joy, happiness, courage. Right here. It takes a lot of courage to tame the inner beast that we are. And give ourselves the discipline of taming the mind. Walking away from those kinds of thoughts. Walking away from people who talk their shit. No. She has come out twice tonight as well. This is a very solo journey that you're on, and you will master it. She is the Falcon Master. He knows his craft. He knows his stuff. He has plenty of goods to give. Plenty of money to offer. He has anything he needs in the bank. Whatever. He has lots of art. Whatever it is you collect. And that you master. This is about mastery. Saturn is mastery. Okay? And we have a big Saturnian energy today. And stepping into these very many months. One of the cards fell. Okay. Ha! Queen of Swords. You get a bonus tonight, Earth signs. This also came out for one of the other reads. Queen of Swords, I believe she just showed up to tell you to really strike it on the discipline. You have to become more disciplined, less frantic in the mind. Walk away from things that did not work. It's over, Earth signs. You hear us say it's over, okay? Walk away from this. It's not good for you. It's not. This not good for you. Who cares? Let it go. Goodbye. Inner beast taming. Master what it is that you're going to do. What is it you're going to do, Earth signs? What is it? Make a choice and start working towards mastery and discipline. And remember, you have the light. This is one of the most beautiful cards. Number 1 card that you can get. And you got it in your challenge position because you're not seeing the light. You're running away. You're worried about all this other shit that's going on. Stop it. On the bottom of the deck. This will all take patience and diligence. He didn't just grow all of that fruit on that tree overnight. It took time. Why? Because he's in the mastery of his life. He watched others, wise elders, seek guidance for you, Earth signs. Seek the guidance that is needed here. This is completion. This is the 10 of coin. You want to get there? You must have patience. You want to have mastery? Look at all this. This is like all kinds of greatness happening here. But you're focused over here. So stop that. Whoever's speaking the shit, and if you're speaking it to yourself and you got bad thoughts, bad things going on in your brain, you need to shift yourself. Do something else. Try a new hobby. Try a new something to shift you out of that. No one in this world is responsible for you, Earth sign, than you. And we have a packet. So what we're going to do on this is we just do like this. We have cardinal, instigation, bravery, instigation, bravery, a pioneering spirit is what it says. All the cardinal signs, you have Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, and Capricorn there, okay? They literally get things going, okay? They, like he's holding the match. They strike the match. They're the strikers of the match. You must get things going for yourself. Okay, it's you to instigate. You initiate. Whatever this is, okay? Ha! And on the next is Scorpio. Here, we show it to you. It says integrity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Purge, walk away. Every single one of these is purging all of the toxic, emotional trauma, even if it was something emotional that you loved, that you put a lot into, that you really did. You got to walk away from it into the unknown right now. Especially when people are smacking and talking. No. Where's your integrity? You want integrity? This is integrity right here. Standing in your mastery. Or you may be dealing with a Scorpio. Or you might have a Scorpio sun, moon, and rising, and that's just telling you confirmation. And lastly, for the earth signs, you beautiful Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, on this beautiful earth new moon in Virgo, or full moon in Virgo. 2 weeks from now, we will have the new moon in Aries and the equinox, okay? We will be doing a little ritual for the equinox, so follow the community and follow the Facebook pages, because we will be posting a little bit of information for the things and items you need to bring for the ritual, okay? All right, here we go. And here's this so that you can take a picture. Okay, everybody got it. Very good. Dearest you, earth signs. Over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in a miraculous way? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, that the what, Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysteries and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always, spirit. That's right. You don't know what's coming around the bend, but you must stay within the light, and you have to instigate things and get things moving. Focusing too much on your own mind chatter and other people's bullshit, what they speak of, is not doing you a bit of good. Taming that inner beast, really feeling the courage, the heart. Leo is the heart right here, so that you can walk away and attain all of that mastery. And these people can just go away. You tell them I said so. All right? And they could also just be thoughts that you hold within your own mind. Okay? I love you. Sending you so much love. Thank you to the earth signs. Thank you for being here. Okay, there you go. That is all of the elements we have read for water, fire, earth, and air tonight. And that is going to do it for the evening. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm just so glad that everybody... Ooh, why... We ain't doing no countdowns right now. Oh, that's so hilarious. So I'm going to leave you with this one last time for anybody who missed it. Go ahead and take a little screenshot of that. That is the full moon in Virgo at 16 degrees. That's the degree placement from the Inside Degrees book that tells you all of what each degree's meaning is. So take a little screenshot of that, and remember, as you go out through your next couple of weeks, this kind of stuff, is going to be very relevant. Very relevant. We're dealing with the health and service axis versus the higher consciousness, total spirit, total escapism, fantasy illusion axis, and there's a big bunch of fear going around, there's a lot of abandonment and even like being in judgment of one's own self, and judgment of others. We've got to release all of that as well. So, okay, I love you. Thank you so much to the moderators, and I really appreciate every single one of you who have joined tonight. If you are just tuning in, I see you, Julie's Campbell. Oh, yes, next time, okay? Because tonight we're wrapping it up. We've already been going for almost 3 hours now, so this is it. You guys have a beautiful, blessed evening. If you missed anything, please return to the replay on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, the link is below. If you resonated and you'd like to be a contributor, my links are below as well. Everything is sincerely and dearly appreciated so that I can continue with the giveaways. Okay? I appreciate it. Love you guys. Love and light. Love and light. That's right. That's right. You are so welcome. You are so very welcome. I see you all there. Bye, Joshua. Hi, Joy. Thank you. I'm in my joy tonight. Oh, thank you, Joy. I see you there. All right. You guys have a beautiful, blessed evening. Remember, there's a lot of illusion going on. There's a lot of things that are very unclear, and that mind chatter can just get at you. So let it go and let it flow. All right? Thank you so much, Tina Brooks. Thank you. Remember, the God spark is within you. You are creator. So go create. It is March in faith, after all. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. I love you. In Latkesh, namaste.